Hi, everybody. Welcome to Lunch Break with ATI. My name's Brad Osborne, and I have a guest today that I have been looking forward to having conversation with for many years. You recognize him because you're an artistic fan base. This is Jeff McDermott, who's CEO and president of the Allied Solutions Center for the Performing Arts. Jeff, I am so thankful that you took the time to be with us today.
Thanks for having me. I've been looking forward to this.
Yeah, and the things that you've been doing lately at the center are incredible. I mean, you and your team, what a fantastic group of people that we get to work with on a regular basis. But what are some of the things you're most excited about right now?
Well, we got our brand new season that we're getting ready to announce in May, which always an exciting time of the year, busy time of the year for us. But meanwhile, we've been having some great success with finding naming partners, a naming partner for the entire campus and our organization, and of course a naming partner for the Palladium itself. So those are big gets for us.
Well, we know the Allied Solutions Center for the Performing Arts, and we're seeing the logos change on the buildings as we're going, and that's fantastic. What a community citizen that Allied Solutions has been.
You know, I said when we started looking for no question, we found it in Allied Solutions. I mean, they've been a partner of ours since nearly the beginning. They're a great community asset to this entire community. They do so many things for the people of this community, and the fact that they wanted to increase their sponsorship and their involvement with us was really humbling.
Yeah, it's incredible. Now, we also have the Payne and Mencius Palladium. Is it called the Payne and Mencius Palladium?
Yes, that's the new name of it.
Okay.
So it was important to us to keep the Palladium name in there, but the Payne family and the Mencius family very generously stepped up. This was after the Allied Solutions announcement, and I think, frankly, that announcement probably prompted their decision to step up in a even more significant way. They also, those two families, have been supporters of us since day one. Eric Payne was one of our founding board members with me back in 2010.
Really?
Eric ultimately became the board chair of the Allied Solutions Center's board. Actually served on the Great American Songbook Foundation's board for a while. And then Ron Mencius is a current board member of the Allied Solutions board. So those two families, Ron and Suzanne Mencius and Eric and Leah Payne, have just been tremendous supporters of us since day one. Their kids have participated in our shows and our programs and everything. So it's, again, another perfect fit.
Fantastic. What is, you were talking briefly about the season reveal, the opening. And one of the things that I want to know, if I were to become a season subscriber, would I buy all the tickets? Are there special packages? How does that work?
So we've got different subscriber packages. For instance, you could buy a subscription to a series. But probably our most popular subscription package is the Build Your Own, which really involves just 3 shows. So if there are 3 shows that you want to go to, turn it into a subscription, and that gets you a variety of other benefits, but it also gives you the ability to buy early.
That's great.
Subscribers can buy on the date of our season announcement.
Okay, so and that. What date is that? Do you know that yet?
That is May the 9th, I believe.
May the 9th. Okay, Meg, what are we doing on the 9th?
You're going to the season announce.
Yeah, right. Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah, so and actually the season announce this year is open to the public for the first time. It used to be only for subscribers and donors, but now it's open to the public. And to be a purchaser that day, all you have to be is a subscriber or donor, which means if you haven't subscribed before, but you decide you want to buy a Build Your Own subscription, you are a subscriber that day.
We will be there.
And it's going to be held this year at the Palladium. In the past, it's been held at the Tarkington, but we're expecting a larger crowd.
Oh, that's great. One of the things we were talking about is the impact of why let's if you wouldn't mind stating the objective and mission of the Allied Solutions Center, and then what does it do when we have these families and businesses come and be a part of your team?
Sure. So the mission of the Allied Solutions Center for the Performing Arts as a nonprofit is to engage and inspire the Indiana community through enriching free gathering opportunities for the community. We're a nonprofit, and you'll hear some people talk about for-profit venues selling their naming rights. And what we have done, we have found sponsors to add their names to our name. But it's different when a nonprofit does it versus a for-profit entity. I'm not making more money because of this. We don't have shareholders whose stock goes up. Sponsorship, the Panem and CS naming sponsorship it's money that gets turned right back into our mission. So it means more educational opportunities, more performance opportunities, greater sustainability, financial sustainability for the future of our organization. So we really do turn it right back around and put it right back into the mission.
One of the things that I heard you mention was Indiana. We are so fortunate to have the center in Carmel, but tell us about the outreach you have to bring people to Carmel as a destination.
When you look at a heat map, still a large number of our patrons and guests come from central Indiana, but we attract people from all 92 counties. Wow. We attract people from all 50 states. We were missing New Mexico for a number of years. I don't know if we just hired somebody from New Mexico to come to a show, but over 30 nations of people who have attended performances, even more who have come here as guests for a variety of other things like our naturalization ceremonies or things like that. So we really do see our reach as all of Indiana and beyond.
The naturalization ceremony. Let's start there with some of the things you do for the community that most of us wouldn't even know about.
Yeah, and I think sometimes we suffer from a little too much Hoosier humbleness. We probably need to brag a little bit more about some of the great things we're doing, but I appreciate you bringing it up. The naturalization ceremonies, I think this year we had our 6th annual one. We do that in partnership with the federal courts for the Southern District of Indiana. Just a week ago, we had our most recent one where we had about 100 individuals from over 30 countries around the world who came and crossed our stage and took the oath of citizenship. Friends and family there to observe it. Sometimes we're able to live stream those so that their friends and family and countries all over the world can watch it happen. It's truly one of the most feel-good things that we do at the center. It's a great partnership with the U.S. District Court.
I'm telling you, it's like, I'm not usually a crybaby, but almost like when you're telling me this, it's bringing those kinds of, can you see my eyes? That's
well
fabulous.
Up there, Brad.
Hey, another thing that I had seen was that 13,000 guests that you've had on a typical year?
Yeah, last year we had 13,000 individuals participate in our education programming.
Wow.
And again, education programming, that's just grown in leaps and bounds. And a little bit about that, this year we're on track to do that many or more, it looks like. And this is everything. I mean, last year we had our youngest participant in education was 2 years old as part of our peanut butter and jam program. Our oldest was 92. So, that's a nice spread of individuals taking part in this. And some great programs. I mean, we are become the World Center for Learning the Ukulele. We have beginning, intermediate, and advanced ukulele, very popular program.
Incredible.
We have introduction and now an advanced course in stand-up comedy, programs for toddlers, programs for seniors, group vocal coaching. We do a program called the PRISM Project in partnership.
Yeah, I heard about
that's in partnership with Ball State. And that brings in 25 young people with various disabilities, whether it be autism, Down syndrome, physical disabilities, people who are not mobile or blind or deaf. And it's one-to-one instruction for the entire month of June, where these young people come and participate, learn, experience music and instruments. And then it culminates in a show at the Studio Theater that's a sold-out performance. It's free, but it's a sold-out performance. One of the most heartwarming performances where these young people will perform to their abilities. Just a great program.
If somebody has family members that could benefit from a program like that, how do they become a part of it?
You could simply look it up at thecenterpresents.org and follow the Learn buttons,
Okay.
and it takes you right to the program, and you can learn more about it. Program starts up again in June, and actually we just got another new funder for that, so we're looking to expand that program, and hopefully next year be able to accommodate even more than 25 young people. We currently limit it to 25 because it's one-to-one instruction, and so you need as many what we call mentors or buddies as you do participants in the program. But it's a terrific program. This year, I mean, we've continued our free matinee program. We had 4 of them this year, where we'll bring in 1,000 to 1,200 young people, students from schools all around the state.
Terrific.
Many from underserved areas.
Don't you have a transportation allocation for that or something like that?
It's like you've got notes on this. Yeah, we've got a transportation fund now that got started a few years ago by Justin and Jennifer Moffett, and that's
Okay,
been
terrific.
added to by donors.
More great Carmel citizens
Exactly.
that give to the community.
And the beauty of that program is that we know that one of the barriers to coming to these free matinees for a lot of these schools, particularly from the underserved areas, is they simply don't have the budget for bus drivers and
Right.
buses. They can apply. Given, then we pay for their buses and the bus drivers to get them here. And to date, we have never turned down an application. We
That
are
is
batting
fantastic.
100 or
That-
1,000% better than 100.
Oh, terrific. Well, I don't mind sharing that I used to be a Carmel Clay school bus driver.
Okay.
After my real estate career, I got to do my bucket list job, and I would have the kids singing on the bus.
Yeah.
So I couldn't imagine how much fun it would be to drive those kids to and from a performance at the Allied Solutions Center.
We had one, Leslie Odom Jr., of course, who was one of the original stars of Hamilton on Broadway, came and he did a free matinee for us. And great performer, but also great storyteller. And he was talking to these kids about how he, as a young person, went to his first Broadway play at, he was less than 10 years old and saw people performing and thought to himself, I can do that. And so the heartwarming thing I get out of something like that is you don't know who may have been in that audience that 20 years from now, 30 years from now is going to be saying, you know what, I went to this free performance and I saw Leslie Odom Jr. and he told me that I could do something like this. And so, that again, we're making
That's what
an
we
impact
want.
with enriching arts experiences.
Yep, terrific. And again, throughout the central Indiana area, throughout the state, I love hearing about it.
Yeah.
And, now, let's see, was it January 29th, 2011? Was that the
I
opening
believe
night?
that was the opening night, that's right.
Yeah, and that was amazing. And though I wasn't there, I was watching it on, I think, Channel 8.
Yeah.
And maybe 13, I don't know. But it was one of those special occasions that you just didn't want to miss.
Well, it was sort of a dream come true.
Yeah.
I mean, a dream that had been in place for a long, long time for this community, and to actually see it happen. Wow. Pretty wonderful.
Amazing. And so that means we have the 15th anniversary
That's
coming
right.
soon.
Hard to believe. I don't know where that time went. I don't look or feel any older.
No, you look great.
As far as I know. So next season, which is coming up we're on a fiscal year, so beginning July 1 of 2025 through June 30 of 2026 will be
Okay.
our 15th anniversary season.
What are some of the specials you guys are looking at?
We're looking at a variety of things, and a lot of this is still in the works, but a 15-pack of free opportunities to come and experience things at the center, at the Allied Solutions Center. We're looking at the possibility of having an official anniversary show that Michael Feinstein would serve as the MC and a performer at, and maybe have some other surprises. A new 15th anniversary logo that will be displayed. Some things with our 15th anniversary gala, some surprises there. So really, we had some big plans for our 10th anniversary, and a little pandemic got in the way of that.
Yeah,
So
right.
we're trying to build some of that into the 15th Crystal anniversary.
Yeah. Can people still get tickets for the gala that's coming up this September?
No, unfortunately.
already.
The
Good job.
The good news and the bad news is it's completely sold out.
Yeah.
We have a couple of sponsorship opportunities that are still available, and those would come with some seating at the gala, but that's at this point the only way to get seating at the gala. We've sold it out this year earlier than we've ever sold it out.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank
That
you.
is
And of course, we
fabulous.
just announced Richard Marks will be our headliner.
Oh, yeah.
We're very excited about that. We kind of held that back to sell those final seats, but it sold out before we were even able to announce them. So
Incredible. Have you been starstruck by anybody that's performed here?
The answer is yes, although I try not to show it.
Okay.
Part of my job is to not gush or be a fan. I'm privileged to get to meet nearly every performer who performs there, but when I do that, my job is to greet them, welcome them, thank them for being here, that type of thing. But you can't help but get starstruck by some of them.
It's been incredible, hasn't it? I'm being a bus guy. I like the motor coaches they show up in. So, I wonder who's enjoying that
Yeah.
motor coach.
It's always fun to see those parked out there and have people wondering, I wonder what's going on there
Yeah,
tonight.
that's right. But I want to compliment you too on your staff. I mean, top to
Thank you.
bottom, it is truly a collection of people that I love to work with. And since Meg and I have had the pleasure of working here with ATI as we're in our little studio here, Carmel Symphony Orchestra, Gregory Hancock Dance Theater, the Central Indiana Dance Ensemble, Civic. It is absolutely. Indiana Wind Symphony.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my gosh,
You got all 6 of them.
I love it. My calendar has the performances listed of all 6 resident companies, and and you're part of the inaugural Resco show.
That's right.
That
Very
will
excited
be
about that.
August 5th, and so that's going to be a
Yeah.
wonderful collaboration of the resident companies. Ellen Kingston's our producer.
Yeah, and Ellen's a great friend, and of course, as you know, was an artist concierge and held other positions at the Allied Solutions
From
Center
the
for
beginning,
many years.
wasn't it?
From the very beginning. She actually came to our first CEO and convinced him that an artist concierge was necessary. She actually came up with the position herself and then
God
filled
love
it.
her.
So,
Fantastic.
But yeah, I appreciate you saying that about our staff and our resident companies. I couldn't be more proud of the work our staff does, their commitment to the mission. These are all people that are working for a nonprofit. They could go out into the for-profit world and financially make more money, but they're very, very mission focused, and they're creative, and they're passionate about what they do.
Yep.
And then our resident companies, our 6 resident companies are outstanding. And and our staff supports them in many ways also through
right.
ticket sales, through production, and all of those things. And we try to, for our purposes, try to make it one campus.
Yeah.
It's one campus where we have our Center Presents shows, our resident company shows, our various community events and other things. And so that when people come there, they just know that there's a stamp of excellence on anything that they're going to participate or observe there.
Yeah, it's fantastic. In fact, you set the mood on those presentations when you come out and you welcome us as an audience, and we are proud. We are proud, and you are able to convey that you express how thankful you are that we are here as an audience. You're the right guy for the job, and I sure appreciate it.
Yeah, I appreciate that. When I come out and do those stage welcomes, my job is to welcome people, to make sure that I show gratitude to our donors and our sponsors and our patrons, and let people know a little bit about how they can contribute and that type of thing. The fact of the matter is, I tell people my job really is to go out there and set the bar really low, so that everybody knows everything that happens after I leave the stage is going to be far better.
Okay.
So I think I nail it.
Well, okay, I can say so, because Meg and I have turned around and sent checks in and used the
Thank you.
online
It's
donation.
working.
Yeah.
Very good.
Hey, so we have, if you don't mind, may I share some ATI dates coming
Please
up?
do, yeah.
Okay, we have the opening. Oh, there's my camera. The opening of 9 to 5 is going to be April 25th. Now, the opening night, we think, is all sold out. We released a few more seats the other night, but basically, it's sold out. So please dial in at 317-843-3800 to make sure you can get your seats for any of the fabulous performances that we're going to have of 9 to 5. Then, as you know, May 9th, we're all going to be over at the Payne and Mencius Palladium, learning about the upcoming season for the Allied Solutions Center. Then on the 5th of June, we have a gala. It's sold out too, and it's going to be it's the ATI gala. It's going to be at the Hotel Carmichael. Now, truthfully, there are some seats, but you got to know somebody that's already got one of the tables. So, but the auction items are going to be fun. You know, we have auction items for arts fans. We have auction items for sports fans. I mean, it's going to be a wonderful, wonderful night. Randy Sorrell, you probably know Randy.
Oh, know Randy well.
Oh, he's going
got
to
some art?
Yes, he's
Very
going to,
good.
and he's integrating playbill covers from
that's awesome.
ATI of some of his favorite ATI shows. I can't wait to see it, and I hope.
He's extremely talented and so generous.
Yeah, absolutely. And then we're looking at June 20th for 20th and 21st at the Payne and Mencius Palladium. We have a collaboration of Actors Theater of Indiana. I think I heard the other night we have 21 actors. We have musicians for Carmel Symphony Orchestra, and we have the Indianapolis Chorale. I might have that name wrong, but another 60 vocalists that are going to be a part of that. And if you remember things that we've done there, like MDQ and Sweeney Todd,
I'm sure.
you can look at a potential sellout. It might be ending up on your screen here in just a minute soon to make sure you get the tickets for that event. And then the Resco show is August 5th. That's going to be at the Tarkington Theater, and it's a collaboration of the extremely talented resident companies.
Looking forward to that one.
Hey, Jeff, thank you so much for making time to be with us. This has really been a treat for me to hear the story directly from you, and thanks for welcoming all of us to this fabulous nonprofit community serving entity called the Center.
Well, thank you, and thanks for all ATI does and for everything you're doing to promote the arts in this community. It's wonderful.
Thanks, sure appreciate it. All right, well, we'll see you next Wednesday, lunch break with ATI. Thanks a lot for joining us today.